Hey, it's Vanessa, the Crafty Gemini. I post weekly crafting, cooking, and organic gardening videos right here on my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm doing a product review of the SB3129 Simplicity by Brother Computerized Sewing Machine. If you've been watching my tutorials for a while, you've probably already seen me use different Brother sewing machines in some previous videos. Well, now I've had the opportunity to demo out this machine thanks to my friends at Simplicity and Brother. This sewing machine is the SB3129. It's one of the machines in the new line, Simplicity by Brother sewing machines, and there's 5 machines in the entire collection. It's just limited edition, and this is the higher end one. It is the sewing machine, but it also comes with a few extra goodies that I'll be walking you all through. I'll also walk you through what it comes with, what extra stuff they've thrown in the box for you, and I'll also be showing you some sample projects so you have an idea of what exactly you can do with this sewing machine. Let's go over some of the details. The Simplicity by Brother line of sewing machines is only available for purchase at an authorized Brother dealer. So I'll include a link in the description box below where you can click and see and find where there is a dealer that sells Brother sewing machines nearby. You won't be able to purchase these machines online, so you do have to go into a Brother dealer to find one. So I'll briefly go over some of the information that's already included on the box. You can see it says 129 built-in sewing stitches. It has different automatic size buttonholes. You have 3 different lettering styles, and I'm going to show you some samples. So if you're wanting to monogram some things, keep in mind the letters will be very tiny, but if you're wanting to put your kids' names inside their jackets or some maybe blankets and things they're taking to daycare or school, you can use this machine for that without having to buy a separate embroidery machine. It also has different warranties here, and I'll include all the limited warranty information in the description box below so you can read through it and see exactly what it covers. Over here on the box you'll see it says Simplicity pattern included in the box, and I'll show you the pattern that came in it. It's a dress pattern. It has a few different varieties. It's a really cute dress. It's inspired by Project Runway, it says. The only thing I didn't like about this is that it only comes in sizes 4 through 12 in US sizes. I would have preferred to see a pattern that was a one-size-fits-all, maybe, not even for an outfit, maybe for an accessory or bag or something like that. That would be a little bit more versatile, since this pattern for me is really no good. So here's the bag that has all your manuals, warranty information and things like that. It comes in 2 different languages, so this one is in English and this whole other manual is in Spanish, so that's good. It has the warranty information and all that kind of paperwork stuff. So in that bag with the manuals, it also comes with this little card that shows you all the stitches, right, by number, so that you can select it on your machine, and then it shows you how each stitch looks like or what it stitches out as, since you can't see that directly on the sewing machine. Also includes here the 3 textiles, so you can see this is one font, this is another font, and then depending on the letter that you select and the number, you can see the different ways that you can stitch these letters out. It also has punctuations and numbers. Okay, so here's the sewing machine, the way it comes when you take it out of the box after you peel off, you know, all the little stickered things that are on it and everything. Right here you can see it had a sticker that had all the warranty information, and I thought it was one of those just like Klingon stickers, but obviously it wasn't. It had actual adhesive and it's like a real sticker, so I'll have to go back and take some time to peel all this stuff off, so just keep that in mind. You may want to consider just leaving it on yours so you don't have to deal with this like I do. So this comes right off, just slides off. Then when we open this up, you can see there's 2 openings right here for you to put your fingers. You can carry this out. And here's where you're going to have your specialty feet. So here we have a few different types. You know, we have a zipper foot, so obviously you can put in zippers. Has a blind hem foot. It also has, this is the foot that I like to use for machine appliquing, or if I'm doing the letters, typing out some letters of the different decorative stitches on the machine. There's one with a guide on it. There's buttonhole ones. This is your automatic buttonhole foot. It comes with a few different bobbins. And then of course the J foot, which is the universal one. This is the one that comes on the machine that you can do, you know, your basic straight stitch and zigzag stitches with. When you open this up, it has a bunch of different accessories here. This already has 1 thread spool for you to put thread on here, but it also comes with a secondary one that you can add to your machine, okay? In case you're doing work with like twin needles, you can add another one. This is probably one of my favorite things that it comes with, and it's a walking foot. If you've watched any of my tutorials on sewing with stretch knit fabrics, or maybe some of my smaller quilted projects, you know that I love this foot and I recommend it to everyone. So if your machine doesn't come with one, I suggest you buy it. So it's great that this machine already came with it, because this is one of my favorite go-to feet. It has a little brush for you to pick out the lint when you're cleaning the bobbin area. Just a few tools and things for you to, you know, change the foot down here, the ankle part, all that. It comes with a pack of twin needles for doing twin needle work. It also comes with a pack of the regular sewing needles in different sizes, so you have that as well. I love that it comes with this free motion quilting foot, okay? It's like a stippling foot, and this is great for you to do some free motion work. This foot alone is like a $30 or $40 value when you buy it separate, so I love that it also came with this. So that tells you that this machine obviously is going to have some features that will allow us to do some quilting on it. Then you have some other thread spool caps here, okay, that you can switch out depending on the size of the thread that you're using. And that's it. We'll throw these back in. And then right here, it also comes with a little seam ripper, so it's right there handy for you. Okay, then we can place that in, slip that right in there, close it up, and then it just slides right back on the machine. Now, something else about the machine is that it has a drop-in bobbin. So the bobbin is right here. There's no need to take anything else out. You just drop in the bobbin, and it has a design right there that's showing you where it should go. All you need to do is go up, down, and there's a blade right there. When I pull it, the thread gets cut, and that's it. I don't have to pull up the thread at all when I'm sewing. The machine will do it automatically. So another great feature of this machine is that it comes with the extension table. So here's how you would install it. You just slide off the little accessory case, and then this just slides right on. And so you can see that it extends the bed of the sewing machine, so this works out great for when you're working on larger projects, even like piecing a quilt top, or when you're going to be doing your free motion quilting on here, you have more space to hold your fabric steady and guide it all around here. And this is actually the first machine that I've ever used or ever owned that comes with or even has the extension table. So I love that this one already came with it. And when you're going to store it, you can take off the extension table. It has these little legs underneath that flip down. Okay, so it stores flat. And then the machine also came with a hardcover case here. And it has a pocket so you can put the foot pedal in there, and it has the opening, the cutout opening for you to carry it by the handle. And then to thread it, it's super easy because all the numbers, and it guides you right here. You see a dash line, that's for winding the bobbin, so that's going to come across this way. But to thread the machine, it's real simple. Just going to follow the numbers, 1, then 2, come around here, 3, 4, down. Once I'm down here, there's a thread guide right above the needle, and then it also has an automatic needle threader. So watch this, how cool. I'm just going to feed this up through here, just follow the numbers, and then I can cut the excess thread off on this thread cutter right there, and then all I need to do is press that down, and that's it. My thread is already through my needle. Super easy, okay? I'll actually show you that again. So now I'm just going to feed it through the thread guide that's right above the needle, and then over here is number 6. I feed it through here. Right there, number 7. Make sure you pull it back. Number 8 is to cut the thread, and then number 9 is to press down this lever. And that's it. My needle is threaded. Just pull the thread out and you're ready to start sewing. So now I'll turn the sewing machine on. Okay? And to start sewing, if you notice, I haven't touched any buttons yet, but the sewing machine has been set automatically, okay, by the manufacturer to set over. It's not in the middle needle position, it's all the way over to the left. And the reason they've done that, I suppose, is because the 5/8 seam allowance is right here, and that's the industry standard for the United States in sewing garments. And so if we start off with the needle over to the left, we don't hardly have to put too much fabric to the right side. So I can really just take off right from here and start sewing my 5/8 of an inch seam allowance. And I'll show you how that would look. And this is the default needle position on this machine. So you can see how big the seam allowance is when I use it at the default needle position. Now I'm going to go here to my sewing machine. You can see this one has the needle all the way to the left, so that's the default needle position. And I want it in the center one, so I'm going to press the second button here. And so now you'll see I'm going to line it up exactly the same place where I had it, but you'll see with the needle position in the center how much smaller my seam allowance is. And there it is, okay? It's about 1/4 of an inch smaller. So that's just something to keep in mind, that whenever the machine comes on, the automatic default needle position is a little over to the left, okay? Now my all-time most favorite feature on this machine are these little scissors that you see right here. This is an automatic thread cutter. So say I've just finished sewing, which I just did on this line. Instead of doing what we used to have to do back in the days, right, was like turn the hand wheel, lift this up, pull this out, cut your threads, right? Now on this sewing machine, the technology is so advanced that this is all I have to do. So I'm going to stitch my line. When you're off to the end, then I can just press these scissors and it's automatically going to cut my thread. Now I can just lift up my presser foot, and you see it's already cut for you. The machine also has the reverse button right here, so you can just press it once and that way it'll just take one stitch back, or you can hold it and it'll take multiple stitches backwards. And so if you're looking for something that's going to give you the options to write some fonts, whether it be letters or numbers, just, in a small size like this, so you can add a little something extra to your quilt labels or to your craft projects. So I love that it has just a couple of different options for those of us that do want to include these type of fonts in our project. And now I briefly want to show you how to do some free motion quilting on this machine. So first thing, we're going to turn it around to expose this feature back here. On the back side of the machine here, you'll see something. There's a little flat line, and you see these little triangles are underneath it. And then here, there's a flat line, and the teeth are coming up top. That is what controls your feed dogs up here. So normally when you're sewing, you want the feed dogs to pull your fabric through, so it's going to be set to this side. But when we're doing free motion quilting, we want to move it over and put the feed dogs down so nothing is gripping our fabric. And now we can just swipe our fabric around and do our free motion. So my feed dogs are down. I'm going to put on my extension table here. Then all I do is, this is what I prefer to do. I put the speed all the way up and I floor my foot pedal, and then I slowly move this around. Then I just have my machine to the basic default straight stitch, presser foot down, and I start quilting. Now this machine also allows you to sew without the foot pedal. Instead, you can use just the start stop button, which you see right here. It's red because it's not ready to sew. I have my presser foot up. When I put the presser foot down, you see that it switches to green, which means I can now go. I'm not touching a foot pedal. I've actually disconnected it from the machine, but you can see what happens. I just press this button. It's going to start stitching, and when I press it again, it stops. Super easy to use, and the speed would also apply for this as well. So if I put it all the way slow, the machine can just stitch by itself, and then when you press it again, it will stop. For my tension setting, it's real simple. The tension lever is right here. You can see there's solid black in between the numbers 3 to 5. You see right here where the 2 is, there's not colored in black. And if I go higher than 5, it's not there either. That usually means that the range where you should have it for most of your projects is going to be somewhere here. So I like to put it around a 4. So I'm going to show you how it sews through 2 layers. I have just some lightweight denim here, and you can just sew right through it. Okay? And so that was no problem for it either. Then I have some fleece here. And without even using a walking foot, I'm able to sew through this quite easily, okay? So you can see, you can sew through felt, cotton fabrics, sheer fabrics, I mean tons of different things, whether you want to make garments, sew home decor and accessories and small craft projects, or even get into the world of quilting. You can do all of that with this machine. Now you're probably wondering about the price of this sewing machine. So I will tell you that the manufacturer's suggested retail price is $449.99. Keep in mind that that price may change or may vary depending on the local authorized brother dealer that you're going to. So do some research and call ahead of time and find out what their prices are. Now there's still a ton more that this machine is capable of, but because you can only purchase it from an authorized brother dealer, what I suggest you do is check out the link I've included in the description box below to help you find where your local brother dealer is and actually demo the machine yourself. Once you sit down and demo the machine, you'll get a better feel for whether or not this is a type of machine that you need for the specific projects that you want to tackle. I hope you enjoyed my review of the SB3129 Simplicity by Brother Computerized Sewing Machine. If you did, go ahead and hit it with the thumbs up below, share it across the different social media sites, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.